What is up guys, JayFerGaming here. Welcome to my new series on a different game. This is F1 2013 and you might recognise the classic content. So I'm going for a classic season and I'm going to start off with the 80s. I just fancy doing something different, just a bit of a change on my channel, and I didn't really make the most of all the classic content. I really should have played it more. It was very enjoyable, especially racing online, but I'm guessing not too many people are online at the moment, so I'm going to do an offline season. It's just going to be 10 races in these classic cars. It's going to be short races. I think 5 laps we do go for, but it's just something different. And I used to love driving these cars. They were just so unpredictable, twitchy. I know they're going to be difficult and I haven't really put any practice in, so it's not going to be all assists off Legend AI straight away. We'll get to that, but I decided to go for I think it was the 88 Ferrari there, and out the 2 drivers, it's got to be Michael Schumacher, my hero when I was growing up, and that's why I support Ferrari at the moment. So yeah, had to go for that. In terms of assists, I'm going to put traction control on medium because I know these cars are very twitchy and tricky to drive, and the AI expert just so I get up to speed with the car. So things could change over the season, and that's the season I've gone for. All 4 classic tracks and obviously 6 classic tracks like Suzuka, Silverstone, Sao Paulo, I can remember the name there, Spa, Monza and Monaco. So them along with the 4 classic tracks, it's going to be an awesome season, and I hope you guys do enjoy this series. If you do, then please do leave a like. It does show your support and shows that you are enjoying this different kind of series from F1 2016. So we're starting off with Silverstone. Looks absolutely amazing with this filter, I've got to say. Puts Snapchat's filters to shame. So here we go, starting the British Grand Prix, though we do have 2 British Grand Prix in this season, so the Silverstone Grand Prix, we'll go with that. We're starting in 4th, just ahead of our teammate Gerhard Berger, not Jihad Berger. So we're building up to the start. How is this going to end up? We don't have manual starts either, so this was totally different, and away we go. We don't get a great getaway. I think it's a bit randomised. I couldn't really remember how the starts go, but Berger goes to move. We're a little bit cautious straight away. Hill is so slow. Like, oh my god, my title rival from 1994 is just blocking me there. I'm down to 6th. We go down, braking late. I think we've got Hill here. I think we've got Nakajima as well. Up to P4. Our teammates on the inside, so we've got to watch out for him. Around the outside, the Lotus ahead of us is pretty slow, but we follow Fittipaldi. Our teammates on the inside. Back end stepping out a little bit, but we got the better of our teammate Gerhard Berger there. It's just crazy saying these names while doing commentary. It's not something I've done before, but driving as Michael Schumacher, that's awesome. But we're just getting used to this car. I did put in, I think it was about 3 laps practice just to get used to the car, and I thought, I've got to use medium traction control, otherwise we're not going to have an entertaining race, because I'd spend half the race in the grass. So we're trying to catch up to the Lotus of Fittipaldi. I don't really remember which cars were in this game and who drives what, so bear with me if I do make mistakes. But I do know Fittipaldi's in the Lotus. I did consider driving the Lotus because, in my opinion, it is the best looking car out of the 80s ones. But I had to go for Ferrari, and to drive as Michael Schumacher just had to be done. But thinking into the future after this season, I'm going to do a 90s season as well, just to mix things up and just driving some brilliant cars, but we'll concentrate on the 80s for now. So Fittipaldi's catching up to the leader, who is Nigel Mansell, if I'm not mistaken, in the Williams. I can't remember which the Williams was, but yeah, Mansell could have been in the Ferrari. I think he won a world title in this for Ferrari. I'm thinking back to the knowledge because I didn't watch F1 back then, and I haven't really seen the historic races too often. It was a 92 Ferrari maybe? I'm just guessing at the moment, but we're trying to close in on Fittipaldi. It looks like we are catching up to him. He's dropped off Mansell a little bit, and look at the run through here. It's just fantastic driving the cars and the sounds, the look. It just looks brilliant. Are we going to go for the move into Maggots? No, we are not. That is a risky move, but driving through this section of the track was so satisfying. Just with these cars, it's not like the F1 2016 cars where the cars just grip to the track and you don't have to fight it. These cars are just unbalanced, no grip, you're fighting the back end, the oversteer, it just had everything. But we're closing in on the back of Fittipaldi, trying to get a decent run. And are we going to look into the chicane, try and outbrake the Lotus? We're looking, but he turns in, so yeah, we'll try and size him up on the next lap, I think. But yeah, we are clearly quicker than Fittipaldi. And oh god, we take so much curve there into the final corner. Don't want to be doing that, especially in these cars. But we recover it well, and we get a great run through turn 1. Are we going to close in on the Lotus driver? We're miles ahead of our 94 rival, Damon Hill. So it looks like it's a three-way battle for the win in this race, as I set the fastest lap of the race. And I go for an optimistic move up the inside. We made a bit of tyre-to-tyre contact there. And Fittipaldi gets much better traction, so he regains second. Bit of an optimistic move, but I think Schumacher would have gone for that in real life. We've got to think back to when he was driving for Ferrari, some of the moves he pulled off, and we're just so eager to get past. Oh god, the back end was stepping out there under braking. We nearly lost it into the Lotus, but we're clearly quicker than him. So we're going to try and take a different line here, try and get a better exit. So, can we use the slipstream to close in? Don't think we're going to get the move through Cops here. I just can't believe I'm getting corner names correct. I say it all the time in my other series that I can't remember corner names, but we've got a fantastic run here. I don't think we're going to go for the move, but we'll try and follow him. I can imagine it was quite difficult to follow back then. Probably not as difficult as it is now, because obviously the aerodynamics weren't as developed as they are now. I mean, look at the front wing. There's like nothing on there compared to now, but yeah, it's getting a little bit frustrating in terms of this race. I wouldn't mind the podium in the first race, but I am quicker than this guy. Just can't get past him. Can we get a decent run here? Coming down towards club. We are closer than we were on the last lap, and we did have a look. So we're going to go for it up the inside, late on the brakes. Clean move, and we've got the move done. Brilliant move there. Up into P2, but we're struggling to get on the power. This final corner is very tricky, especially in this car. Fittipaldi has a few looks, but no. We suddenly got ahead of him, and with 2 laps to go, we're 2.5 seconds behind home favourite Nigel Mansell. So, yeah, I don't think the crowd will be too happy if I take the victory away from him. So we'll see how things end up. So we skip now to the start of the final lap. These videos might be a little bit short, depends on how much action there is in the race, trying to make them as competitive as possible. But if I'm winning every race and setting fastest laps all the time, then I think I'll be turning the difficulty up to legend and turning traction control totally off, so we have all assists off. But it's just for this first race. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the second race. I think the track is Jerez, or one of the classic tracks, so I might not be as good there. So like a Jerez and Estoril, yeah, they're not tracks I've had that much experience with, but it'll be fantastic to drive them. So we're closing in on Mansell on the final lap. The gap is definitely less than 1.5 seconds now. We've got a better run through here. I think Mansell went on the grass there, so his momentum definitely was halted, but we're closing in. This could be a very intense finale to the first race of the season. Through Cops, we're much quicker than Mansell. Oh my god, he's taking too much curve there. We've got to run. Oh, look at the slipstream. We're going to go for it. Oh my god, he's turned it on me. What's he done? Mansell's gone. Mansell has gone and spun out on the final lap. We've got a penalty for that. Unbelievable. Oh, the action. That was so unexpected, and oh, the crowd are going to be so angry at me because home favourite Mansell has spun out. I've been given a 10-second penalty, so it looks like Emerson Fittipaldi in the Lotus is going to win this race. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't really know if that one was my fault. We'll have to look back at the replay at the end of the race, but we're coming through the club chicane. Oh my god, I sat in that stand. I say that every time at the British Grand Prix, but we're coming home in first. But overall, it's not going to be first with the penalty. God damn it. So here we go with the replays. Let's clear this all up. The action between the Williams and Ferrari, and you can just see it on board. I mean, these replays, I've got to say, look epic. They just the camera angles. But we'll see who's at fault here. Oh my god, look at the car explode there with the contact. And then I'm out of control, just kept going into Mansell, and he's sent into a spin. I don't know if he went into a gravel trap out there, but we'll see it on a different angle. He cuts across me, and then I just can't control the car anymore. I don't know. Whose fault is this? This should be an interesting discussion in the comments. Whose fault is this? I'm on the inside. He should give me room, really. He has taken the normal line, but I am alongside. I would say it's more Mansell's fault than mine, but I know the AI is stupid, so yeah, it's all fun this series anyway. I'm not going to take it seriously, but yeah, that was a bit of fun. Bit of controversy in the first episode. Didn't expect that, but that's pretty brilliant. So, Emerson Fittipaldi in the Lotus wins the race, and it's a 1-2 for the Lotus, so yeah, great start for them. Then it's the 2 Williams, then the 2 Team Lotus 100s. I'm not really sure what year they're from, but Mansell recovered to 4th. That penalty dropped us down to 7th. Devastation. We could have won the race, but we end up 7th, only just as well by half a second. But obviously these cars aren't even, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I'm not sure which are the strongest cars either. So, driver standings, pretty self-explanatory, the results from the first race. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video on this new series, do show your support so I know you guys like it. And I'll be bringing out episodes as quick as I can. We see the early constructors standings. Yeah, not a great start for us, down in 4th, but I'm sure we can improve over the season. So please do leave a like if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.